Dolly here. Welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. Today what I wanted to show everyone was a flip through of my November Tsunami Rose design team project. This will be for sale in my Etsy shop and I will link that down below in the description box. And for this month I'm using her new kit called Jane Austen Christmas, and it's a gorgeous kit. I also wanted to share that she has moved to her own standalone website, and I will link that all in the description box for you guys. You can go and support her at her new site. So for this project I wanted to try something different cover-wise, and so the closure is just sari silk, and I wanted to show you what's different about this particular journal. It's a simple cover, it's super soft. It's just fabric and cotton batting on both sides. But what's different on this is that the cover is done in a wallet style. So the cover opens up for storage. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the ephemera that I have in here so that you guys can see just how much storage is in the actual cover. I will leave it without the ephemera inside, so let's jump right in since I talk so much about the cover. So all of the paper in here are either digitals from the kit, scrapbook paper, or craft paper. There is no coffee dyeing at all in this book. There is quite a few pieces of vintage laces that I got from Kim at Serene Bookworks. I have Happy Mail boxes for all my friends that send me stuff, and I was going through my Kim box. And so I found all these gorgeous trims in there. And then I used here vintage gift tags. Did some collaging with book paper. It's Emma, the book that I used, some vintage lace, and a little tab with a bird on it. And here we have a tag. And then on some of the postcards, I did this gold leaf buying detailing, and then I sewed on it. So very pretty. I love how the gold looks with the green. I was trying to follow the colors in the cover because it has like that green and then gold here and there. Gorgeous image from the kit. Some craft paper, a little pocket. Some of the tags I backed onto book paper, and then I cut a bigger tag with that tag inside, and then I just did some sewing detail around the edge. And I backed them all onto coffee cardstock. So that's that. And I wanted to keep it very sort of Christmas neutral, so no red in here. Just a lot of green, a little bit of gold, and then all the kind of off-white colors from the lace. You got a lot of tails in here because there's a lot of sewing detail. Here's just a piece of scrapbook paper, and you could put a picture on there, and then here I backed it onto book paper. Another image from the kit, just really pretty ladies with Christmas leaves and flowers. And here we have another little pocket, and we have a tag, and then on this one I did some book paper ruffles. And some of them have stamping detail on the front and the back. Here I stamped a stag head. And some of them don't, but they are all distressed with vintage photo. Little fabric tab, and this one I backed some scrapbook paper onto it so you could put a picture. A big fabric ruffle there. Another vintage gift tag, and here we have a postcard with the book page ruffle and some stamping. I did some stamping with my Tiffany stamp, and then some gold leaf detail there. Some more scrapbook paper, and so a lot of the scrapbook paper that I used, I wanted it to be kind of also nature themed because I was really inspired by the fabric on the cover, which is like nature, but it also has like a vintage lady, and I did some detailing on the cover as well. But I was really inspired by the fabric and the digitals, and when she offered the digitals to us, I already knew that this was the fabric that I wanted to use. Just some collaging with book paper, then stamping, and then a fabric pocket. Some collaging, little fabric ruffle, and this is the middle of the signature. It has a total of, I would say, approximately 70 pages. Another tag, and another vintage gift tag. Little postcard with a book page ruffle, and I did some stamping on the back. Here we have a half page with a pocket. So that's the back and that's the front. It's got a little fabric tab, and then the pocket has this tag and then one of the altered tags. And you can get this in here without any issues. Just a lace ruffle. These are some ribbon that Kim sent me. So pretty. I only had this whole piece and I used them all in here, and I'm like, oh, it hurt. It did hurt, but all in the name of art, right? Another little vine postcard and the book page ruffle that I love, and it goes so perfect with the book because it has like the off-white and then it has the green wreaths. Here we have some craft paper, another half-page pocket, and that's the back, some pine cones and some pine needles. And we have another regular tag with some eyelash trim and an altered tag. It would help if I put one at a time instead of trying to ram both of them in there. Vintage gift tag. I love the image on this. It's got a gorgeous tree with little kids at the bottom with all their toys. And another little journaling card with a fabric tab. Another fabric tab here. I had this gorgeous, also last of it, crochet trim that Kim sent me. It was painful to use it, I'm not gonna lie, but it just fits so well in this book, and so I couldn't not use it. Had to be used. Another half page. This one has a fabric pocket, so you could probably squeeze a lot more than just these two tags in here if you wanted to put some of this. Little birdie tab there, some vintage lace, and that is the end. And so we'll go through these. So I have a journaling card with some of that crochet trim. This was literally my last little piece. And then I did a decorative edge with a Martha Stewart punch. Another journaling card, and I just did a little fabric tab on there. And this one I did some like gingham. I don't know if you, what is that called? Gingham? I don't think that's gingham. I think gingham is a type of fabric, right? The one with little squares. I digress. Just some sewing detail, let's just call it that, with the fabric, with the punched edge there. Fabric tab. These are all distressed. Little bird tab. And then some holly. And then I made these quilted journaling cards, which you could probably use as bookmarks. They're really super sturdy. And I was inspired to do these by Ayozie. I've been watching her craft with me for her Christmas journals. Oh my god. I'm like super inspired by everything she does. I'm like, oh, I want to do all the things. So I had some fabric, and this fabric just lends itself to collage because it's got like the script, and then it's got like isolated images on the fabric. And so I sewed around. Well, first let me break this down for you. It's an index card, the big ones, that's coffee dyed, and then I did batting, and then I did the fabric, a main panel on the fabric. So on this one I used the lady. and I sewed around her, and then I put little pieces of the rest of the fabric on there. Then I just sewed all around, and so that it wouldn't mess up your writing, I glued on another coffee dyed index card on there so you could write if you wanted to. And then this one is landscape orientation. Same thing, batting the main panel of fabric, and the main panel here is the inside fabric here that I use. And I cut the tree out and sewed around the tree. I put a little piece behind the tree, which is a horse-pulled sleigh with somebody carrying a Christmas tree back to their house, which I thought was super whimsical and cute. My little bird friend that you've seen throughout the journal, and then a stamp, a fabric stamp. And so these I also use as the main structure for the cover. Like if it's too wobbly, which it really isn't when you open it and stuff, it really isn't wobbly. It's nice and sturdy. But if you wanted more structure, you could leave these in here. And so I put one on this side and then one on that side, and then your cover's just a little bit sturdier. And then these guys I just fit in here as extra storage. And so this is really cool, like if you wanted to carry this journal around, and you could kind of stuff different things into it, receipts, stamps, I don't know. Sky's the limit, right? So that is the journal. Let me tie it up because there's more to this than just the journal, because my brain has like these, you know, moments of just creativity that I cannot suppress. And sometimes I go months without it, as y'all know about the summer. Summer was not a good time for me creatively. But lately, my brain has been in overdrive, and I think it's because of everybody's beautiful work, and I'm just so inspired by everyone. And so this part of it was inspired by Climmie, of Climmie's creations, which I will link as well. But I was at Michael's, and I found this gorgeous box. I mean, it is a dream. And so this is the whole package. So you're gonna have your little box, and it has a gift tag. And so if you wanted to give this as a gift, you could, or you could just keep it for yourself. But the journal fits perfectly in here, and I cut it to size so that it would fit perfectly. And then I was thinking about, you know, winter and self-care, and like the kind of things that I like to do during the winter, you know, even though in Florida it's not really like super cold, but you start watching like Christmas movies, and then like all of a sudden you're like in the mood to be cozy. So I'm going to include a copy of Pride and Prejudice. I don't know how old this book is. It's used, so it's got some writing in there, I'm sure. I didn't look through the whole thing. But this was from 2003. So it'll have a copy of Pride and Prejudice for you to read, or maybe you want to just break it apart and use in your journals. You can, your choice. And I'm including a pack of hot cocoa. This is my favorite, the Land O'Lakes one. It is super rich and yummy, and it just adds some marshmallows in there, and it is a perfect like Saturday or Sunday afternoon. So all these goodies will be in the little box. And again, this will be for sale in my shop. That is the end of this walkthrough. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.